To maintain a good look on your grouted floors, one of the first things I'd always recommend is if you have a new grouted floor, protect the grout lines with some sort of a grout sealer or impregnator. As we just looked at, grout is porous. So you'll want to make sure that you get something into the grout that will maintain that original appearance. One of the solutions could be to use an epoxy grout that contains epoxy and seals everything and keeps it looking good. What you don't want to do is clean your grout lines and get it to an acceptable appearance and then put floor finish on it. Have seen that a number of times where people have now dirty, shiny grout lines. I mean, you can't clean them because there's floor finish in the grout lines. It's sealed in the dirt. So if you get a brand new grouted floor, start from the beginning and just seal or impregnate the grout lines. The other option to totally restore your grout lines is actually have a process done where they come in and they actually paint the grout lines with some sort of an epoxy paint, and then you can begin to maintain from there. But if you just want to restore your grout lines, one of the things you can do is use our 3D Blue Tile and Grout Pad. Now, the 3D Blue Tile and Grout Pad's really for any surface that's three-dimensional. So the rubber floors with the little studs for safety, LVT, and tile and grout. Anything that has 3 dimensions, this pad does a phenomenal job on. One of the beauties of the way this pad is designed is the stitching that actually attaches it to the Velcro backer that actually creates a diamond pattern that gives us some cutting edges to get into the grout lines and really remove the grout. The other thing that's great about this pad as compared to other AstroTurf pads is typically you find a pad on the back. We've learned that in order to transfer more of the orbital action down to the surface cleaning, we eliminate that pad and go straight to a Velcro backer, which means that you get more orbital cleaning power on the floor with our 3D Blue Tile and Grout Pad. Now what I'd like to do is show you one of our videos that really describes why this works and shows the 3D Blue Tile and Grout Pad and the Doodle Scrub in action on a tile and grout floor. Remember, one of the beauties of the Doodle Scrub and the Pivot is that they provide the same amount of downforce on the floor. So you'll get the same cleaning action, one in a smaller area and the other for big, wide open areas. So let's take a look at the video and see this in action, cleaning and restoring your grout line with just a 3D Blue Tile and Grout Pad and water.
Tile and grout floors can be difficult to keep clean. Over time, biofilm, dirt, and grime builds into the grout lines, and traditional mopping doesn't scrub deep into the hard-to-reach places. With a Doodle Scrub and a Blue Tile and Grout Pad by Square Scrub, this can easily be removed with just adding a little water. The Doodle Scrub operates at 4100 RPM, and the Blue Tile and Grout Pad digs out the hard-to-reach biofilm. Here's a close-up demonstration of how it works. Just add a little water, operate the Doodle Scrub back and forth in a slow, steady motion. Soap suds usually appear from residual soap left over from previous moppings. The Blue Tile and Grout Pad also works great on baseboards, LVT, and more. Cleaning up using a wet vac works best.
So incredible cleaning results, right? You see the power of the orbital action of the Doodle Scrub, the 3D Blue Tile and Grout Pad, and just water in restoring that grout line. Now, this is your team. If you want to restore your grout lines, the best way to do it is with the 3D Blue Tiling Grout Pad, and then either the Doodle Scrub, Pivot 20, or Pivot 28. That's the squad that'll help you get the job done. So what do you want to do once you've got your grout lines clean? Okay, so you've got dirty grout lines, you clean them with your Pivot 20, Pivot 28, or Doodle Scrub and the 3D Blue Tiling Grout Pad. What do you do next? Well, one of the things I would tell you is ditch the mop. You want to make sure that you're getting rid of the mop, because the mop does not do a good job of recovering any soil. Typically, we mop tile and grouted floors in bathrooms and places like that, and it just leaves a lot of detergent residue on the floors. What you'll want to do is instead come in and clean those bathrooms with a Doodle mop and a microfiber pad, either single-use disposable or launderable. What you'll want to clean it with, I'd recommend a peroxide-based cleaner. That'll do a good job of maintaining your grout, oxidizing away soils and detergent residues. If you have more questions about this, please feel free to reach out to your local Square Scrub representative or Square Scrub dealer. Or, if you want, contact me directly. You can reach me at bo@squarescrub.com or 870-351-7656. Until next time, remember, all it takes is a little elbow grease.